Hello, I'm Sheila Blanco, Public Information Manager for Savannah-Chatham County Public Schools, here with another Connection to Careers. Today, joining me are some folks from Brassler, USA. I have Todd Schaefer, he is an inventory specialist, and I have Beth Harvia, she is a talent acquisition specialist for Brassler USA. So I guess the first most important thing is, what is Brassler USA? What does this company do for those who've never heard of it?
Right, so Brassler is a medical manufacturer and distributor. We're located on the south side of Savannah, and we manufacture bone blades, also some orthopedic products. We also manufacture clear aligners on site there at that location. We repair our dental handpieces, so any of the tools the dentists would use, we repair them on site, as well as distribute over 22,000 dental SKUs from that location throughout the United States.
Tell me a little bit about what types of jobs you have, because you talked about manufacturing, you talked about shipping. That says to me that there's probably a wide variety of jobs. What kinds of jobs can any student watching this look forward to learning more about?
Yeah, absolutely, Sheila. So some of the jobs that they have open, there's a lot of different departments within the MSO and Brassler. There's the packaging department. So if you're kind of a tinker, might sound silly, but if you like building Lego sets or kind of stuff like that, we have a lot of different kits that need to be built that go out of dental schools. So that's our packaging department there. And then we have our warehouse. So within the warehouse, there's a picking slots that are open. So you get a sheet and you'll go throughout the warehouse and you'll pull and pick that off. And it's tedious and there's numbers involved. So if you kind of focus driven and you don't mind kind of lifting boxes here and there, that'd be perfect for that. And then there's the clear aligners position. That's a really good one.
Yes, so in our clear aligners, people don't come with that experience. We kind of bring people in entry level, straight out of high school, and teach them how to mold the braces around the 3D images that the dentist sent us. So we have a whole clear aligners division. Also, we have a manufacturing side where they would make the bone blades. There's CNC machining in that, so our internal employees as well as external have the ability to apply for those roles, and we can train them internally. We actually have programs outside of that too that allows us to educate them through CNC. So we partner with Savannah Tech to offer up several internships a year in CNC machining as well. We also have our handpiece repair division. So we're looking for people with mechanical backgrounds. So we're like working with tiny little parts and put them back together. So it's taking the dental handpieces and removing all of the insides of it, putting it back together so that we can get those back out, because it's easier to repair them than for the dentist to replace them.
What kind of background, what kind of, I guess, first requirements do you have for jobs there? You know, is there a certain age, high school graduate, any kind of college experience, or any type of training that would come in handy? I know you said to make the clear aligners, they don't have to have experience doing that. You will train. But what about for overall in the company? Is there anything that they should be prepared to know before going in the door?
Yeah, that's a great question. So as far as the, say, summer internships or people coming straight out of high school, some of the requirements are you have to be 18 years or older, but you don't necessarily have to have a degree. You can be working towards one, or looking for a summer intern, trying to kind of get your feet in the door, kind of figure out what you want to do within one of those departments. That's a great starting ground. So no, you don't need a degree to start. You can come right off the streets and just willing to learn.
Also, too, I'll add to that, you know, if you get your foot in the door and there are areas of Brassler that you like, it's really good to join a company that is all about growth. So as we're bringing on different works from different areas, Henry Schein has allowed us to grow over the last few years, as Todd's mentioned. So we had the ability to grow internally. So we have different programs that would allow students to join us at that entry-level role in aligners, warehouse, pick, pack, ship, any type of distribution, and then grow. So they could take it to the next level. They could learn areas like 3D printing, or want to move up on the production side and learn CNC machining or CNC operator, or there are different types of equipment within that division that they can learn, and it's all trained within. So it's also a great opportunity for students that are just looking for a job straight out of high school, but they want to go into a different career down the road. So Brassler offers tuition reimbursement. So students can come and work for us, get paid, and get reimbursed for tuition while they're working.
Tell me a little bit about what the culture is like at Brassler USA. What makes it a great place to work?
Yeah, that's a great question, Sheila. So I personally love it because they've been around since the 80s. They're in Georgetown. So there's that small, tight-knit, they're involved in the community a good bit. So even though it does have that small feel, and there's people who have worked there for 20, 30, 40 years that have that experience, they love the culture in the community. The company's great.
We have about close to 400 employees, and it is that smaller family type company. We've been here since the 80s. Peter Brassler brought the company down from Chicago. It was originally founded in Germany. So a lot of some people came down. We have a mix of probably half of those 400 employees as what we would consider legacy employees. They've been with the company for a while. And then because we've grown over the last 2 years on our manufacturing side, the rest of those employees are fairly new with us. The culture within Brassler is very big on work-life balance. It's one of the, if you go on Google and check out companies, which I always recommend every new hire do, you learn a lot about a company. And it says a lot when work-life balance is very important. And I'd say that probably fits well with the culture of Brassler.
How can people apply for a job with Brassler or one of the internships that you offer?
So our career site is brassler.com/careers. All of our positions are listed there. Typically, our internships run seasonal. We do have some throughout the summer, but we also have a program that we work with Georgia Southern and Savannah-Chatham County Public Schools called our Welcome to Possum program. And that is high school students from different areas, actually, that are going to be in the engineering program in the fall of the next previous year. And it gives them the work experience leading up to that to kind of get an idea of maybe where do they see themselves going in engineering. Is it going to be mechanical engineering or electrical engineering? So they'll get that work, and they can apply through that all through the website.
And what is the age requirement on that? And when should they look for those applications for internships? About what time of the year? I know you said that the internships are usually during the summer, but what
we
time?
have an evergreen position that's always open for internships. And that can be found on our career site. But also, too, they want to look for individual ones that interest them. Open roles are always running. So our clear aligners division, which have entry-level roles in our warehousing and distribution, would be the same. Those are always running in evergreen roles. They can apply into them to get their foot in the door and then learn about all of our internal programs outside of that.
What type? I know we've spoken about the education benefit where you can get some tuition reimbursement. What other types of benefits does Brassler offer? Why is this a place that students should consider building a career?
Yeah, definitely. So as far as some of the benefits go, even if you're straight out of high school, you're probably not thinking about that too much, or the entry-level positions, but you should. And Brassler, as you come in as a temp or an intern, you have the option to come on full-time, and then there's full benefits with that. There's health insurance, dental, vision, 401k.
And noting, too, that those benefits are available to our employees the day they start. So it's not that medical, dental, vision, there's no waiting period on those.
Once again, basic requirements, age of 18.
Age of 18.
Is that includes for the internships?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they have to be able to operate the equipment.
Gotcha. So age of 18, they don't have to have their high school degree yet. And training of any specific kind, not really necessary because you teach it on the job, right? So that's your basic, is the basic age requirement.
Right. For those entry level roles, we would train on the job for those.
Well, I think that's all the questions I have, unless there's something we haven't talked about that you think it's really important that folks should know about Brassler.
Just that there's big opportunities to grow within. We are a subsidiary of Henry Schein, which is our more global company. And there's room for growth outside of Savannah. So if they wanted to grow into a more global network, and they're looking long-term to be in a larger career, there's those opportunities to not just grow within Brassler, but also within Henry Schein.
Sounds great. Thank you both so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you, Sheila.